And it says we are live. I'm here. You're beautiful. It's Thursday night. That must mean it's time for GotBot Goes Live. I, of course, am your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Bolton, a.k.a. GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share. Of course, subscribe while you are at it. I'm a baby. Hit the notification bell, please. Helps me out a ton. Let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring. Or, of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. Tonight, we're going to talk about a potential Skybound series. We're going to talk about what was shown off at Japanese model hobby show. We're going to talk about some possible box sets. Don't get too excited, though. And we're going to talk about some third-party items as well. Let's just check in real quick before we kind of get going here and see who we got in here already. Hey, Master Fire. Hey, Blue. Big M. Hey, Caldeo. It has. Yeah, it's been a little bit. You're right. Hey, Marcus. Okay, how about we kick things off? And people can still come in. That's cool. But we're going to kick things off, I think, with this first. Yeah, and you can't see too much. I got to go up a little bit. It is the beginning, I guess, of our little bit of coverage here for the Japan model hobby show. I don't know why I struggle so much to keep those four words in order. Yeah, but Japan had their model hobby show. This is the MPM Sideswipe. Now, we knew about rumors of this. We talked about it, touched on it just a little bit last week. Not that we have much here. But I mean, actually, I think it's probably better if we leave it like this. But you can get an idea of how it looks. Obviously, it looks like for display purposes, there's probably some, I'm going to call them blast effects, skid effects, I suppose, would probably be a better way of talking about this and this. My guess is it's to help stabilize the heels and whatnot when he has his wheel feet. That would be my guess. Not much to say. The gray prototype is only his robot mode for now. He is looking very accurate, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just a robot mode. It is what it is. So, but that's not the only thing that was shown. So I'm going to get back out of that. We also saw this. This is the Transformers Overgear, Ironhide, and Blackout, apparently, which is very interesting. I can't tell you much about it because we don't know much about it other than these are brand new molds. I presume they're going to scale with mainline, but I mean, this could be part of like the, like Adamus Machina stuff or the T-Spark stuff or whatever. The Blackout gives me very strong vibes of, who has wings over their shoulders like that? Someone from Unicron Trilogy. Jetfire, maybe Jetfire. I feel like there's some vibes there of that. Certainly a helicopter. You could see the rotors down on his back, but the wings out over his shoulder are a little bit different. I'm not hateful of it. I kind of like it. I wish the head was a little more, I don't want to say detailed, but I wish the head had a little more molding to it because the body looks like it has a lot. Ironhide, I think if it was colored, you could probably recognize it as Ironhide, at least insofar as it's reminiscent of, I don't know, like the Bumblebee movie or the War for Cybertron, like Cybertronian mode Ironhide. I don't know if that's what this is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be an Earth mode or not, but I feel like I kind of get the potential of vibes for a Cybertronian mode. I guess time will tell, but they look pretty cool. I don't know a whole lot about them as of, I guess, like first kind of show here. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to see. I guess we'll go in and just see if we can kind of get, yeah, there's a few images here. There's a close-up of Ironhide. There's a lot of detail, a lot of parts on here. The shoulders kind of bother me here a little bit with the big wings on them. I wish there was a way to kind of move them out of the way a bit. I don't know. I like it, and I do like the look of this helicopter mode for Blackout. That's actually really cool. That looks really good, really good. And I guess, I don't know if that's Cybertronian for Ironhide or not. It might not be, man. That might be an Earth mode for Ironhide. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Time, of course, will tell. But the big news, or one of the big pieces of news, is, and I think everybody knew this was coming, the missing link Delta Magnus. It's obviously the Ultra Magnus in Delta Magnus colors, in Diaclone colors. Deerstalker is over here now, all in red. Obviously, it's going to be the same thing, same articulation stuff as Ultra Magnus. This is also pretty good, I think, for that weird episode where like Magnus and Cyclonus and like a Quintesson scientist like go in an alternate dimension or some nonsense like that. I think you had the close to the Delta Magnus colors in that, to be honest with you. Nothing really new here. That's the little Diaclone driver. Nothing really new here, but I mean, I don't know. If you like the idea of the Ultra Magnus and you really want the Delta Magnus, I mean, at least now you have the option. I don't see anything here that would say whether or not he actually has a matrix, but one would think that he does in behind here, since he does have the hinges for the chest to still come down. So if you're in for the missing link stuff and you like the Ultra Magnus and you'd like to have a Delta Magnus, I mean, this looks pretty good. Yeah, I think we can see a bit of a matrix right there, if I'm not mistaken. And again, it's only the grayscale, which sort of bums me a little bit. But we did see a color image of the Evangelion crossover with Optimus Prime. It's using the legendary Optimus mold, which was a use of kind of like leader class size, maybe even slightly bigger than that, of the evasion mode Optimus. It was definitely a new mold. It was definitely different, but it was intended to be the evasion mode Optimus. This is obviously a heavy retool, I'm going to say. Oh, I don't even know if it's heavy. It's certainly a retool to look more Evangelion. I really don't know anything about Eva, other than the purple and the green, and I know what the like main Eva robot that's purple and green looks like, but I really can't talk about it. By the way, fun fact: last week when we were talking about the timeline stuff, and I said the Optimus had a spear with a blade, and some people said it like gave it a name. It was a Japanese weapon, Nagata. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, fun fact. So I was actually watching a playthrough of Silent Hill F. And one of the weapons you can get into that is, in fact, that samurai weapon. And I was like, hey, look at that. We were just talking about that. I don't know. This looks good. I like the evasion mode Optimus design. I like the transformation. I thought it was very interesting with the way the arms kind of became the roof. I've heard that the legendary Optimus mold was even better than the like Voyager evasion mode that most of us are familiar with. And that the transformation was smoother. I would suspect it is a decent use here. Strange to go back that far to an Optimus mold to do this, where we've had other ones, but I'm not hateful of it. And honestly, with all of the kind of like design and spikes and the way that the movie aesthetic looks, I think it kind of fits in with the like the whole Eva aesthetic pretty good anyway. And we're going to go up. And of course, they had like a roundup display of like a bunch of stuff that Takara had there on display. We don't need to kind of go through the stuff we've already seen. We'll come down here because they do have some more images of the Ironhide. Like there's the Ironhide from the back. Bit of junk on the back with the way you store his accessory and stuff. I like the design of this though. It's different, but it's very interesting. Like, is this an Earth mode? It looks like it could be an Earth mode, but it also looks like it could be like a Junkion type of look. The big cannon up over his roof there looks pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is an Earth mode. I don't know. But like, it's definitely a take on his Vanette. It's definitely a take on a pickup. It's definitely a take on some of the Cybertronium modes. This is quite different, but I think it's going to be a popular Ironhide if it functions well, because it has such a bulked up Ironhide-esque look. Let's wait and see what it looks like once we have colors to go with it, right? Blackout, looking very blackouty. And on the back, he looks, very akin to Blackout. It's just the shoulders that sort of throw me off a little bit. Maybe the face is okay. Maybe the face is all right. I like the helicopter chest here. And I really like the look of this alt mode. I think that looks really cool. Granted, I do think the cockpit here looks a little more narrow than I thought it was going to, but that's probably just the angle of the picture. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's definitely a different helicopter for him, though. The side swipe, again, as we go down. Ooh. Right? Very, very accurate side swipe, honestly. Quite impressive. Soundwave, we've seen this before. Very intriguing to see this because the blue is a lot brighter than what we've seen from Hasbro. I'm sure it's just the light, but man, it really pops, as does the silver. I still feel like the arms are off for G1 accuracy, but I do feel like that this looks better than what we've seen from Hasbro, though I still don't like the laser beak and the buzzsaw from this set. I do like the Ravage, though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still very unsure about this compared to the Voyager one that we have from War for Cybertron Legacy United. I don't know how redundant this is. Time will tell. This is the Nemesis Prime, obviously. He looks good. I like the head sculpt on him. The Barricade. I think the Barricade head sculpt looks excellent. What a scowl here. I like the blue that they used on him. I love the alt mode here. Arachnid, who we've seen a ton of pictures for, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you don't have Night Countess, this is the Arachnid. The Transformers Prime one's an embarrassment. Get rid of it. The Perceptor, a lot of people have this now. They already know this mold and whatnot. Again, more images here of Windcharger. I find it interesting that this looks a little more, well, a lot more blue than I thought it was going to. Again, I don't hate it, but I feel like it should be more gray. The Bumblebee, who a lot of people are just plain sick of at this point. The Nemesis Prime, which a lot of people now are starting to get in hand. A couple of people have sent me like pictures once they got it. I don't know why they're sending me pictures of it. Unicron Trilogy is not my thing. I'm not getting this. But I have heard that the minicons are prone to breakage, so be careful, I guess. Most people that have sent it to me have said, hey, I don't plan to take them out of Star Saber mode anyway, or take them out of Star Saber mode anyway. So I don't know. It looks good. It looks good. If you're into Unicron Trilogy, it looks good. I got nothing against it. The Magnus, again, I'm not going through all of the Magnus pictures because we already saw that. I will, however, show this guy. Yeah, Quick Strike. I think Quick Strike's looking great. I love it. I really do. I think it looks great. I love the head sculpt. I'm not going to lie. As much as I love the original, I did do some custom paint work with the teal on his head sculpt because he needed it. I really hope, I look at the body and I see the lines going down the two sides of the chest. I really hope, though, that that's all locked together good and solid, which I have confidence it will be. I think that's going to be important, that locks together for a good, solid body. The Junkion, I can't remember the name, Jalopy, I think. Looks very Junkion-esque, if you like the Junkions. This is an excellent mold. I've said it before. If you don't have it, if you're not a Unicron Trilogy guy like me, but still, this Sideways is fantastic. Can be Autobot or Decepticon. That changes. I showed all of that in the review before. Quintus looks beautiful. I like how his lower body almost glows. I love the shade of green they used. Blastoff, very bright here, but I think the coloration is very spot on. Very, very accurate coloration. Right down to, he's one of the weird Decepticons where his eyes are actually gray. And you would think that his eyes are this purple thing up above, but it's not. That's actually above his head. Love the look of this as well. I think this is MPG Optimus again, which is why I'm kind of running through it quickly. This is the MPG Soundwave. Again, I feel like the arms on this guy look better, but the coloration very much matches the I'm going to call it 86 for lack of a better term. The more that meets the eye, I guess it is. I wish that one had arms like this. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, I think it's great. I think this is great. I think that's great. Very, very similar, right? That laser beak's a bit better, of course. MPG Holler. He looks good as well. And we're right back to there at the beginning, basically. Yeah. So we can get back into that. I would say a lot of it, we didn't see a ton new there. I mean, the new items that were shown were definitely The star of the show was definitely the Delta Magnus and the Evangelion Optimus, the MPG Sideswipe. I mean, honestly, the Overgear Ironhide Blackout, like it wasn't a lot revealed, but what was revealed is all brand new. What was shown, not necessarily all, well, I guess it is all brand new, but again, it's stuff that we've seen before. And before I check in with you guys, Cang Toys, or Tongue Toys, as apparently some like to call them. This is their swoop. Apparently, this is the Generations. Wait, is it swoop? Yeah, it's the generation scale swoop. Again, I look at this and I'm like, I'm not seeing it. I'm just not. It's too stylized for me in robot mode, I think. I guess if I squint and turn my head, it's also the red body. If you prefer the red body, I prefer the blue. The red body toy accurate, of course. I don't know. Like again, I respect it. It's obviously a lot of love gone into this design. I mean, I would venture to say weeks upon weeks of painstaking, detailed work gone into this. Honestly, I respect the beauty. It's just it's too stylized for me. It's gorgeous, but I would have to call it something else other than swoop. You know what I mean? Like to me, I don't know. Like this is what we have so far, right? And swoop behind with the gigantic wingspan, sludge, and I think that this is snarl. I wouldn't know that there are the Dinobots that we know and love, but I respect them as works of art, and I've kind of said that before. I'm going to go down and go back to the next page. To here. Actually, I'm going to run through this page, then I'll check in with you guys. So, Cyberverse or Cyberworld episode 12 is up if you've been following along and you didn't know it was already up. The 40th anniversary Lao Convoy, I think, is up in, I want to say Singapore. This is the packaging, the Wave 2, like mini packaging that's like blind bag from Takara, but like the image isn't clear. So I'm going to tell you what's in the mini packaging this time. It is Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Metroplex, Starscream, Optimus Prime, and Soundwave. They have little chains attached to them too. So like if you want to like attach them to like your, I don't know, your backpacks and stuff, you can. This image isn't the clearest, but Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Metroplex. I think the Metroplex one would be very cool to have. Starscream, Soundwave, and hold on. Yeah, Starscream, Soundwave, and I guess did I say Cyclonus? I didn't. Who is that one? That looks like Cyclonus. I'm not sure. The image is really small. I was reading what was there. Maybe there is a Cyclonus. Rodimus, Ultra Magnus, Metroplex, Starscream. Oh, Cyclonus and Soundwave. Cyclonus, Soundwave. Oh, okay, my mistake. So there is Cyclonus. Yes. Okay. Good. So I wasn't out to lunch. It is Cyclonus. But we only have that one tiny image, unfortunately. This is in-hand images of Twin Mill and Bone Shaker. Love the packaging. Like what Hot Wheels did here. Really, really like it. Fully transformable, of course. Brand new characters, essentially, right? I'd love to know how much die cast is actually used here. This looks like a gear stick. I don't know why it's sticking up all the way here, but that's what it looks like. About the size in vehicle mode of Ironhide or Outback, I suppose. So about mini-bot size, small deluxes. This looks great. Like they got the taillights. Like it looks like a Hot Wheels design. It just looks like one of those fun Hot Wheels made-up design cars that's not really anything but fun. Same with Bone Shaker, and I know they're both Autobots, but man, I look at Bone Shaker and I keep thinking Decepticon. I gotta be honest. With the big skull thing up front and whatnot, his Roadster look is so cool. Love the flame deco and detail. Cool looking robot mode as well. See, the head sculpt to me looks, I don't know, looks sinister to me. And again, you can see here with Brawn that we have, about mini-bot size, roughly, large mini-bot. So Brawn, Beachcomber, sea spray, like that sort of size, right? That's what we're kind of talking about here. Autobot logo on top of the right. It's like a custom when you get the custom grip on top of a gear shift, right? That's what that seems like. So yeah, I think that they're great. I honestly, I'm excited for them. I can't wait to get them. I know they're only deluxe size, but they look very, I don't know, unique, I suppose. Now Hasbro Asia. Apparently, it looks like they have a few box sets coming out. Specifically, Optimus and Megatron, 86 Optimus and 86 Megatron as a box set for 128 US. Superion, limited to 200 units at about 170 US. And Devastator, limited to 1,000, and he will be 200 US. Looks like that they're the exact same release. Like, based on the images, it doesn't look like there's anything different about either release. I don't know if Optimus comes with his trailer and stuff. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, that means we're going to get box sets over here. So Evan said that at least for the foreseeable future, they weren't planning on doing box sets for these. They've pretty much mapped out 2026, 2027. So I would guess if any of these get done as box sets outside of Asia, that it would probably be in 2028, 2029. If you're dead set and determined to just get these as a box set, I don't know if you have a way to order from the Asian market, cool. But my understanding is that that's not always an easy thing to accomplish. Good luck if you're going to try and hunt it down that way. Yeah, I don't think that there's much more to say about that other than they're happening. Hasbro Asia. If you live in a place where you can buy from Hasbro Asia and you weren't able to get the groups, then I don't know. I guess why the heck not go this route? That was my mistake. Pardon me. As we go up here. This is Stratosphere concept art by Eddie Del Rio, who we've seen concept art from before. This looks all right for a Stratosphere. I would have been cool with this or this. Don't really like this. A little too rotund for me. Or this. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. Didn't like this at all. But the more slendery ones, I think I kind of like. Of course, we all know now what we got in Rise of the Beast 4 Stratosphere because we've seen it now. I don't usually cover the Skybound stuff. Void Rivals, Volume 5 trade paperback. That's the Quintesson War basically coming. The Deluxe Edition, Book 2, pre-order for Void Rivals, right? And Megatron Returns, basically. Not much to note there, but we will talk about Skybound in just a little bit. You know what? I might as well do this one. And then we can talk about what you guys think of all of this as well. Officially licensed. Basically keychains and like they're blind boxed and stuff. There's not much to see here. It's just some cutesy little keychains. If you're into it. Some of the packaging images of I love this. He-Man Optimus Prime. That's fantastic. And I love the Scare Glow Starscream who actually glows. I think that's fantastic. Love the packaging. They're all 4R. I have not seen any of these. I don't know where or how they're even coming out in Canada or where they've been to. I'm not a MOTU guy, but this is really cool. Love the nod on the side of the box to the Transformers characters. I think that's really neat. If you ever wanted to get me back into Masters of the Universe, this would be the way to do it for sure. TFCon Chicago. This is from Ocular Max. It is Megalith. It's Mega Octane, right? So they're Mega Octane. Obviously, he can combine with all the others. I guess you could use the Bruticus members if you want, but I believe that they're all being repainted and stuff anyway to go with this guy to make Baldigus or Ruination. This looks great. It's no other images than this teaser, but like it's obviously Onslaught as Mega Octane. Aldi, they have their Shattered Glass Megatron, who looks really good, and Starscream, who also looks really good if you're into these Aldi model kits, right? Can go with the Soundwave, can go with the Optimus that they have previously done. Now, that brings us to this. And it's not much to say. Apparently, Robert Kirkman and the gang basically are going to be going out to the TV market to make pitches for the Skybound series to be done as a TV show for adults. It'll be gritty, apparently, kind of along the lines of their Prime Video show, Invincible, if you know that one, which is about to be, I don't know if it's renewed or if it's about to premiere season 5. So it's been a success. But if you don't know Invincible, check it out. Imagine it done as Transformers. This follows along with other Hasbro properties. Like there's a Clue series being done. There's a Netflix kind of a side D&D series being done. Monopoly is getting a film and a series. So it'll be interesting to see if anywhere picks it up. That's the thing. Just because you're shopping it around doesn't mean anywhere's picking it up. But you know what? Time will tell. By the way, those keychains, they're plush and they are done by Reese. Never heard of the company, but it is what it is. Okay. We can I'm not reading all of this. We can go up here. This is cute. It's a little chibi version of Starscream done by Lasercat. Lasercat has done a few items now, and they're kind of well regarded. It transforms. I like the vehicle mode. I think it looks really cute. Again, I don't think that this is going to be one of those like huge standouts to people, but it's adorable for what it is. I'll also note now, I don't have any pictures or anything like that. I have seen numerous images around the internet now that we're starting to get 3D kits for 86 Megatron. I've seen specifically ones, of course, that do his fusion cannon. Shoulders that slot on over his existing shoulders and apparently could stay on during transformation to tank. I've seen new shaped helmets and faces too, but I don't think that they're as good as the stock one. I think the stock one pretty much nailed Megatron's head sculpt. So I guess keep your eyes peeled. We're starting to get those upgrade kits, I guess, coming forward for Megatron. I'm sure some will come. People have said that his upper arms seem a little small compared to his bicep and stuff, or his forearm and stuff. So I guess they're trying to bulk up the arms a little bit. I do find that the shoulder pieces that go on over, honestly, it makes his arms look a lot more like the War for Cybertron Megatron to me. He had bigger, chunkier arms, or Devastation Megatron. I don't know. To each their own. If you want them, they're starting to come out on the Lasercat stuff. We already talked about one exclusive for TFCon Chicago. Let's touch on another exclusive for TFCon Chicago if you are headed there, which, of course, is this weekend. And it's this. Exclusive from TF Source via Make Toys. It is their Seeker mold, which a lot of people got as their MP Starscream and said it's fabulous. It's going to be this coloration, and it's called Ice Scream. So it's Starscream done in white and ice blue. I like the purple cockpit, though. The bit of camo on the wings, I guess, is okay, but there's a lot of white plane going on here, buddy. A whole lot of white plane. If you like this mold, why not? Looks pretty interesting. And if nothing else, you got another Seeker, right? What's wrong with more Seekers? Nothing. Ice Cream. Yeah, sure, why not? And lastly, if you live in the UK, we talked about how the Studio Series War for Cybertron, Megatron, and Optimus were out, as well as the Sideswipe. And I said the Wheeljack is probably there, can't be far behind. Well, the Wheeljack has now been sighted over in the UK. So I don't know if you're in for those. I guess be happy. And we can close that because I don't really need it. I'm going to go up here because I know you guys have been talking away. and I missed a bunch, but that's kind of it for the news. I'm going to give you guys the trivia now while I'm going down through our chat. Then we'll do the unboxing. The trivia. How many new characters were introduced during the rebirth? All 3 episodes. Across those 3 episodes, how many new characters were introduced? A, 25, B, 21, C, 31, or D, 46? 25, 21, 31, 46. A, B, C, D. How many new characters were introduced in the rebirth? Okay, let's see what you guys were saying here. Let's see. I've been I've been following for 30 minutes. Okay. Let's see as we go down here a little bit. I got G1 Wheelie. I don't know why I got him, but I did. I also got Legacy Chase. I don't mind Legacy Chase. Legacy Chase is okay. It's just I wish his shoulders held better. G1 Wheelie. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? I hope they make the rest of the rescue bots. I mean, they've made 2 of them. I can't see them at least. I don't know if they're going to do all the rescue bots, but I at least believe that they'll do Boulder and Blades. I'd be shocked if they didn't do those 2 at least. The movie Masterpiece Sideswipe looks decent. Let's hope during the 07. Let's hope during doing the 07 cast, they managed to iron out a lot of the issues the previous movie Masterpiece figures had. Maybe. They might not. Time will tell. Just got home from 3 days at Universal. It was insane how much they were selling Transformers for at the Transformer Ride Store. I also picked up Devastation 2-pack at Target. I like the 2-pack fine enough. Pardon me. Getting everything packed ahead to TFCon tomorrow. You lucky bugger. I'm just going to work tomorrow, like usual. Overgear looks great. I agree with you, Marcus. The Blackout and Blackout. What? The Blackout and Blackout are based on the Bayverse counterparts, but thrown through a G1 mecha aesthetic filter. Oh, I don't think they look G1 at all. No. It looks very Unicron Trilogy. G1 doesn't have all those big chunks and stuff. I don't know if I see what you're saying, and I see it's gone through like a blender, but it's not gone through a G1 blender. It's definitely gone through a Unicron Trilogy blender. That Overgear helicopter needs a Megatron head. Yeah, you know what? I can get behind that. Like an animated Megatron. I can get behind that. I wish I went to the Transformers ride. You were brave to be in Florida. The helicopter you're thinking about from Unicron Trilogy is Cyclonus. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it's Cyclonus. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Cyclonus I'm thinking about. You know Unicron Trilogy better than me. But I didn't think it was Cyclonus I was thinking about. I didn't think he had the big shoulder things. Maybe he did. I just realized that it's been 5 years since the Netflix trilogy came out. Yup. Time, man. Goes real fast. Overgear looks good. Hey, Franzese. 5 years since we got the worst iteration of Optimus Prime. That's not true. That's 100% not true. Bullshit, Masterfire. It was a great Optimus Prime. He was an inexperienced Optimus Prime. I'm sorry. I'm not getting on that bandwagon at all. That's bullshit. And I'm calling you out on it. And I'm going to, and yeah, it wasn't. The hate that War for Cybertron got was 100% undeserved. Sorry, 100%. I don't understand how somebody can sit there and say, I love RID and Unicron Trilogy, but War for Cybertron wasn't good. How? Because the most atrocious voice work I've ever heard on any show I've ever watched is Unicron Trilogy. That's why it's unwatchable, because the voice acting is that bad. Sorry, man. Can't get behind that at all. That's okay, Felon. You take care, buddy. Listen, you are a busy attorney. I get it, buddy. Killing Jar. Yeah, Killing Jar. There you go. Thank you. It's interesting that during a missing link, that they're doing a missing link Delta Magnus almost immediately. Not really. I'm not even shocked. If they could get more repaints out of it, I would expect that. It's not even close to the Delta Magnus colors. It was green and brown there. Was it? Was it green and brown? I don't remember, man. I don't think it was green and brown, though. That doesn't sound right. It might not have been the Delta Magnus colors, but I don't think it was green and brown. Surprised, maybe it was. I don't remember, in all honesty. Surprised they haven't announced the Delta Magnus from the 86 mold yet. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not all into the... I don't know. I'm not all into the Diaclone colorations. Okay, cool. I don't know. Naginata. There you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes. And the little girl in Silent Hill F, she was using it too. So I was like, oh, there you go. Look at that. Yeah, it's one of the main weapons of the main character of the game. Absolutely, until she gets that wolf arm thing, or sorry, fox arm. Not going to talk anymore about that. I don't want to spoil it for anyone playing the game or anything. That's okay. If you don't know much on Eva, that's okay. It's just a cool looking mecha to me. Again, it's one of those Japanese shows. It's not for me. It's just not for me. What? The add froze your play button and froze your screen. That's weird. At least they're reusing a good mold and not how Cyber World using the Last Night Hound toy as G2 Megatron. I don't remember that. Looks very Roadbuster-esque. Yes, you're right. And when I saw it at first, that's what I thought. And I was like, wait, no, it's not Roadbuster. That looks like Onslaught. And then I saw the name. I'm like, oh, it's Mega Octane. Never mind. The only mecha I'm into is Big O starring Steve Bloom. Okay. Terminator 2 Ironhide. Yeah, very much looks like T2 Ironhide. That Ironhide design that Ironhide design, some has point out, looks like Energon Ironhide, Super Link Roadbuster, and oh no, it's not G1 Ironhide, and GotBot's gonna rant once more. No, I'm not. I got my Ironhide. I don't need any more Ironhides, but like I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm not gonna rant. I don't know what you're talking about because I don't think anybody understands how much this isn't my era. Like I own Unicron Trilogy and I still hate it. I can't stand it. It's I don't know what else. It's not a rant. It's just if what Caldeo says is right and it looks like Energon Ironhide, and if you for some weird reason would want Energon Ironhide, then get it. I hated the guy, but like I don't see that. That's not what it's not G1, but I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. If I saw it with color, I might think that, but I don't know. Let's see what it looks like when it gets color. Saw Missing Link RC at a store. Really? Saw Missing Link RC at a store? Interesting. Hey, Mike. That Overgear helicopter needs a custom Megatron head. A couple of people have said that. Hey, Dragonfly. I dislike the SS Barricade, so it's an easy skip for me. It's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'd say it's super bright lights as well, rather than just the blue and stuff being really bright. I think it was super bright lights as well. I'll wait for the Armada finale Optimus repaint that can fit in a DLC Armada game. Studio Series line I made up. Oh, okay. If they do a repaint of that. You got to remember, people always talk about these repaints and stuff, especially like Commander class, but you got to remember that like that would be a repaint, a fringe repaint at a Commander class price point. That's going to be a risk, man. That's going to be a risk. Remember, it's not Hasbro doing Delta Magnus. That's definitely Takara driven, right? Jalopy. Jalopy is a great Junkyard name. Yes, it is. I agree. Hey, Maximal 10. So the Star Saber Minicons are prone to breakage, so accurate to the original toys. That's what I heard. I can't speak to it firsthand. I just sent out the warning because I heard it through a few sources. Take care, Blue. Blastoff being a brown shuttle has always been weird to me. Blastoff being a shuttle and an arm is weird to me. Hey, Albert. Quintus looks like boiled cabbage. I can see that. My cabbages. That's pretty good. Still can't believe we're getting Masterpiece Holler before Jazz's, only because they already had the mold. It's a simple repaint. Hey, Daryl. I'm excited for the eye gear. I think you mean overgear, Ironhide, and the blackout because it's something original. It's not original. It's blackout and Ironhide. And so far, the closest version of Generations Bayverse for the first time. I don't see Generations Bayverse here. I don't know where you're getting that. I don't even know if they'll be mainline scaled. I don't know. We need more information about the overgear stuff. I don't feel like we can have an intelligent conversation about it because we don't know the scale. We don't know the colors. We don't know the homage. Is it new fiction? There's too much that we don't know. But for me, looking at it, I get strong War for Cybertron vibes from the Ironhide. I get strong Unicron Trilogy vibes from the Blackout. I certainly don't get any G1 vibes from either. If you do, cool. I just don't see it. I would love for Blockies to do animated stuff. I think that animated would fit well with Blockies. Hey, Ken. I don't know if I'm doing awesome, but I'm alive and I'm still kicking. Right now, it's really weird because I'm actually changing jobs. I'm going from the one I'm in now to another position for the rest of the school year. So I'm actually trying to transition out of one position and transition into another. So it's busy. It's busy. I don't know about awesome, but it's busy. And I suppose busy is good. Better to be busy than not. Better too busy than not busy enough. That's what I say. I hope Missing Link does Wheeljack. That'd be an interesting one to do. Let's see. Maybe Mattel is just reluctant to make one of their famous Hot Wheels cars into a villain. Possibly. I could believe that. Or maybe they're going to do 2 villains later on. You never know. Let's see. You could see Twin Mill and Bone Shaker chilling and racing against Override on Velocitron. Yes, you could. I agree. You absolutely could see that. I want to see Cars crossover so we can get Lightning McQueen as a Transformer. That would be epic. My oldest, when he was knee-high to a grasshopper, was obsessed with Cars. And Thomas. But obsessed with Cars. And watch it over and over and over. I think it'd be cute for him to have that just for the nostalgia of it, right? The green one's nice. Let's see. I want some Devastator luggage. Hey, input. Down here a little bit. Maybe cheaper by retail, but who knows how much you pay for shipping or tariffs. I wouldn't pay anything for it. If that was the only way to get it, I 100% just wouldn't get it. Simple as that. I think if they made Batmobile Transformers, it would be Brave and the Bold animated. I have no idea which Batmobile it would be. Hard to say because there's been a lot of Batmobiles. That'd be an interesting one. Which Batmobile would they use if they were doing a Batman crossover? That'd be interesting. Let's see. Tila RC, Evelyn, Arachnia. Arachnid or Black Arachnia for Evelyn? I want that Ruination. That's fair input. I can understand why you would. Mega Octane is the last member. Yeah, I thought that. I thought Mega Octane was the last member. I thought that they've done the other ones by now. It said the Commandos haven't been revisited much. It's almost always the G2 repaints that come first. Yes, it is. And you're right. That's unfortunate. Maybe they'll write it. Same ad for the War for Cybertron. I don't know. Invincible is terrific. Wouldn't know. Never heard of it. I am openly curious and even excited for the Skybound series. I like the comics, actually. So this is a case where, yes, make that a series. I'm down for that. Monopoly. What about the Mr. Clean movie? Did they promise a Mr. Clean movie? Is that Mega Octane the first of the Ruination? No, the last. I saw that Meg's upgrade kit. I'm tempted to grab it mainly for the cannon, and that I think that's what a lot of people like. Yeah, I think it's what a lot of people like. Ice Cream looks pretty good, but the all black head sculpt is a bit bland, and the all white body isn't. I don't know, man. You can always paint the face silver. That'd be easy to do. Or icy blue. The icy Starscream reminds me of Jetblade. Give him the cone head, and we're good. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, we got to go up here a little bit. Is that jump down? Wheelie is the best Autobot ever. Wheelie Prime for president. No. Now stop it. Now go sit down, by yourself in your room, input, and think about what you've done. I don't. Input's not going to listen to me. The worst part is that he's in amazing shape. It's because nobody played with it because nobody wanted it. Let's see. Hey, Tony. Transformers Ride is super fun. I think he's talking about evac. Maybe evac. Could be evac. It could be evac. It could be evac. We still didn't get Squidhead and Legacy yet. What's Squidhead? I don't know what Squidhead is. Who's Squidhead? Born and raised in Florida and don't have money to move. That's fair. Energon Bulkhead was a helicopter. Machine Wars wasn't amazing, but it was solid, especially compared to Combiner Wars and Power of the Primes. Oh, wait. War Machine wasn't amazing. What? I don't know what you're saying, but okay. Oh, War for Cybertron. Oh, War for Cybertron wasn't amazing, but it was solid, especially compared to Combiner Wars and Power of the Primes and Titan's Return. The Machinima series was a bit rough. Sit down, spend 55 minutes watching it. I didn't hate it, but it was... Anyway, it was what it was. Twin Mill's about to ship soon. Cool. Here, they're not slated until the 1st of January. Hey, Vector. Got my first Blocky the other day, and I happened to pull Wheeljack. Nice. He was also the first Earthrise figure I bought. Nice. I seen Energon Ironhide too. I see Energon Ironhide. If you guys say so, I don't see it, but I'm not going to say it's not. Let's see the coloration. Maybe you guys are right. You guys know better than me. I just want a new TFA Lugnut. I sadly missed the Hunt for the Decepticons one. And I think Lugnut is well due for an update, to be honest with you. I would agree with you there. Where are we to? Okay, we're making good time. You and me both. I was speaking in regards to the box sets. Someone said they are cheaper than retail. I don't know if they are or if they aren't, but it's Asia, so it's not like you're going to get them. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to my room. And he's going to think about what he did. 100% he will. Armada Thrust. Oh, Armada Thrust. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, I wouldn't have thought of that, honestly. Wheelie is going for first prize as a shell form at Walmart. You're not wrong. Let's see what we got here for the answer. C, D, B. What was the trivia? How many new characters? I already said this, Blue. Were you not listening? How many new characters were introduced in the Rebirth? In all 3 episodes. Was it 25, 21, 31, or 46? A, B, C, or D? And the answer, my friends. Are we ready? I had a phone call. That's why you missed it. The answer is 46. D. 46. 25 Transformers and 21 Nebulans for a total of 46 across 3 episodes. That's insane. Let's do the unboxing and get out of here. Yeah, I'm going to be done a little bit early tonight, which is good because I haven't actually eaten my supper yet. And I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, 46 is crazy. So we have 2 unboxings. There are 2 parts of the unboxing tonight. One will be tomorrow's review. You know how this goes. The other will be Tuesday's review. And it's these 2, which is actually these 2. It is Alpha Trion, or A3 if you prefer. And, of course, Flatline. And tomorrow's review will be Flatline. We'll see the transformation as best as I can show it with a black, with a black body. I always find black difficult to show stuff on. But we'll do the transformation going from vehicle back to robot. In comparison to the Armada Red Alert, I really like this guy, first of all, because we need a doctor. He has another hand, as you can see. But I will say this. The head tends to get stuck down in the chest a bit more, as you'll see tomorrow. And flipping this piece out with the Decepticon logo on it is a bit of a chore. But man, do I love the look of it. I love the way the translucent was used here, because it's almost like globs of blood. I like this. I really, really like this. And then on Tuesday, we're going to take a look at this guy. Very, very specific homages here, right? The Covenant of Primus, the Quill. The look of this guy is very specifically from Wardon. The ability to remove the code reader on his tummy, his Autobot symbol, that goes back to Forever is a Long Time Coming. I think I got those 2 right. I'll also talk about them in comparison to this one. And there are things I like about this one better, my old man Alpha Trion. And there are things that I like better about A3. I like them both, but they are definitely going to stand for me as 2 very different versions. This is going to be my member of the 13, old man Alpha Trion. This is going to be my flashback lad. This is going to be my A3. Even his alt mode is a very specific homage. Here's the thing. If you're looking for an Alpha Trion that's a representation of old man Alpha Trion, the one that we all know and love, then this guy at the very least needs a new head sculpt. And I'm willing to bet that third party is going to take care of that lickety-split. But if you understand and respect the very specific homages that this guy's going for, he's brilliant. Very brilliant. Really, really well done. And he will be Tuesday. And my friends, that's it. Action book. That's it. We've done the news. We've done the trivia. We've done the unboxing. More to come next week. I love each and every one of you guys. Thanks for coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring. Or, of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button. Stick around and have some fun with us here on the channel. And don't forget, man, not for a moment, not for a second, that you right there, you do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos. Have a wonderful weekend. And hey, Big M, have a great time at TFCon. And every second you're there, know that I'm as jealous gets.